Okay, picture this. A lush green valley, just packed with grapevines, making some incredible, world-class wines and spirits. Now take that valley and drop it right in the middle of one of the driest deserts on the entire planet. I mean, it sounds completely impossible, doesn't it? Well, this amazing paradox is very, very real, and it's all happening in the Ica Valley of Peru. So, let's get into it. And that really brings us to the big question, right? Is it even possible to grow grapes, a fruit that needs, a very specific set of conditions, in the middle of a desert? It seems to fly in the face of everything we think we know about farming. So how on earth does this actually work? Well, the answer, believe it or not, is a resounding yes. Welcome to the Ica Valley, this stunningly vibrant green oasis about 300 kilometers south of Lima. Just try to imagine these massive golden sand dunes stretching out as far as you can see, and then boom, this impossible-looking ribbon of green just slices right through it all. It's this fertile strip of land that's the absolute heart of Peru's wine and pisco production, a real testament to what people can do. Now, this whole thing didn't just pop up overnight. The story actually goes way back to the 16th century, when Spanish colonizers first brought grapevines over to Peru. By the 17th century, the region wasn't just making wine. It had actually invented its own signature spirit, pisco. Fast forward to today, and the Ica Valley has really zeroed in on premium quality, getting all sorts of global recognition for its amazing, unique products. So, what is the secret? How are they pulling this off? Well, it all comes down to one single powerful word that is basically sacred in the wine world: terroir. It's that special combination of all the environmental factors, the soil, the climate, the geography, that gives a wine its unique personality. And let me tell you, the terroir in Ica is like nowhere else on Earth. What's so fascinating here is how three huge geographical forces come together in this perfect storm. First, you've got the desert itself, which gives you that intense year-round sunshine and pretty much zero rain. I'm talking less than an inch a year. Then, to the east, you have the incredible Andes Mountains, which act as the life source, bringing the water. And over to the west, the cool Pacific Ocean sends in breezes that help regulate the crazy desert heat. It's an incredible balancing act. And this really is the perfect illustration of the concept. Terroir is the whole shebang: the climate with its nonstop sun, the unique types of soil that have washed down from the mountains over millennia, and the overall geography of the place. It's this one-of-a-kind blend that creates the very distinct aromas and flavors you'll only find in the wines and spirits from the Ica Valley. But here's the real kicker. While nature provides the sun and the soil, it's human ingenuity that actually makes life here possible. The water that flows down from the Andes through the Ica River is carefully managed through this complex system of irrigation. And that irrigation is the absolute lifeline of the valley. Seriously, without it, the desert would swallow everything back up in a heartbeat. All right, so we know how they grow things. Now let's meet the stars of the show, the grape varieties themselves. And these aren't just any old grapes. They're very specific types that have spent centuries adapting to thrive in this totally unique, pretty extreme environment. The grapes here are basically split into two camps: aromatic and non-aromatic. For the reds, you have the non-aromatic Carbranta and Negra Criolla. They're the real workhorses. On the white grape side, you have these super aromatic varieties like Italia and Torrentel, which are just bursting with floral, fruity notes. And then you have the more neutral Albila. Each one has a very specific job to do. But if there is one single grape you remember from all this, it has to be this one, Quebranta. This non-aromatic red grape is the undisputed champion of the region. It's actually a natural mutation of the Negra Criolla grape, and it forms the very heart and soul of Peru's national spirit, pisco. It gives it this structure and character that you just can't find anywhere else. And that brings us right to pisco. You really can't talk about the Ica Valley without talking about this iconic spirit. At its core, it's a grape brandy, but it's made with a set of super strict traditional rules that make it completely unique. It's a massive source of national pride in Peru, and for good reason. The way it's made is actually protected by law, and it follows 4 key steps. It all starts with fermenting fresh grape must. That's the juice, skin, seeds, the whole deal, not leftovers. Then it goes through just one single distillation in a traditional copper pot still. Now, this next part is what makes it so special. Absolutely nothing can be added after distillation. No water to dilute it, no sugar, no coloring, nothing. It is pure, distilled grape, bottled at the exact strength it comes off the still. So the first style you'll probably see is a pisco puro. And just like the name says, it's all about purity. It's made from just one single grape variety, like the earthy Cabranta or the super floral Italia. This lets the true unblended character of that one grape just sing, giving you this really direct, honest expression of its flavor. Next up, you've got the acholado. This is where the art of blending comes in. You can think of it like a master chef combining different ingredients to create something new. Distillers will skillfully blend different grape varieties together to make a pisco that's more complex, more balanced, where the end result is even greater than the sum of its parts. And finally, we get to the most luxurious style, Mosto Verde, which translates to green must. This stuff is really special. It's made by distilling the grape juice before it has even finished fermenting, while there's still a little bit of sugar left. Now, this is super inefficient. It takes almost twice as many grapes to make one bottle. But the result? Oh, the result is a spirit that is unbelievably smooth, aromatic, and velvety. It just has this delicate, rounded feel in your mouth. So you've got these incredible wines and this really complex spirit. How do they fit into the bigger picture of Peru? Well, it turns out they are the absolute perfect partners for Peru's vibrant and world-famous cuisine. That connection between the local food and the local drink is totally fundamental to the whole Peruvian experience. Just think about it. A crisp, acidic white wine that just cuts right through the richness of a fresh ceviche. Or maybe a medium-bodied red wine that stands up perfectly to the savory flavors of lomo saltado, that classic Peruvian beef stir-fry. And of course, you have the iconic pisco sour cocktail, a perfect dance of tart, sweet, and strong that is, without a doubt, a national treasure. So we've looked at the past and the present of this agricultural miracle. But what's next? What does the future hold? Well, like any oasis, the Ica Valley is facing its own unique set of challenges and opportunities as it moves forward into the future. The biggest threats, and this probably won't come as a surprise, are environmental. Climate change means rising temperatures, and water scarcity is a constant worry when you live in a desert. But on the flip side, the opportunities are huge. There's a growing global interest in high-quality, unique spirits like pisco, and the potential for enotourism, getting people to come and experience this incredible place for themselves, is absolutely massive. When you really boil it all down, the story of the Ica Valley is so much more than just wine or spirits. It truly is, as this slide says, a powerful testament to the resilience of both the grapevine and the human spirit. It's a story about mastering the art of growing things in one of the most unlikely places you could ever imagine. And all of that leaves us with one final thought. As this remarkable oasis faces all the pressures of the 21st century, its success is going to depend on balancing those ancient traditions with modern innovation. So the real question is, what's the next chapter going to be in the incredible, ongoing story of this wine-producing desert?